A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game.
So 2nd and 12.
See how fast the free safety closed to make that play?
So I'm thinking he's gonna run it. He gonna. So 2nd and 12. So he can either run it or he could throw it. So I think he's gonna run it. I can tell the formation he's oh no.
2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I should did man coverage.
Before being dropped inside the 40. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Did he take a time or did he? Let's see. What did he do? You know, they're in the first quarter. God dang.
You're excited about hitting him in the first half? Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Toss left to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott's
get it.
And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Yes.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Gordon on first down. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. First down, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Rivers, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. 2nd down, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Dedication.
On 3rd down, that's Gordon. And he cuts right, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Gordon pushing through the contact. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found this spot. He picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go play action. Rivers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best players, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything. And when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this. And in this case, they were actually able to win it.
On third down, it's Gordon. Ooh, with a juke. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. It didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until...